Computer.
There we
Okay,
go.
brilliant. Well, I thought as I've been running around too, and I thought you've probably been running around, shall we do a little grounding?
Oh, yes, please.
So this is something that I've borrowed it from Steph, so she's going
Oh,
to do it
okay.
for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
excellent. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can hear me over the top of it. Yeah. Can you hear it?
perfect. I can. Yeah.
So if you're ready, just close down your eyes. I'm going to do the same. And you might want to put a hand on your chest, on your heart space, and just noticing your breathing. Comes in, and it comes out. Start to lengthen the in breath, slowing your breathing down and taking the breath all the way down to your belly. Bringing all the way in and then all the way out. Just keep doing that at your own rhythm. Really focusing on bringing the breath all the way down to the belly, filling the belly right up, and breathing out and releasing. As you do that, you're signaling to your brain and your body that you are safe. There's nowhere else for you to be right now. You can just concentrate on this time we have together. With each breath in, just breathing in love. And with each breath out, letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. Breathing in that love. Breathing out anything you want to release. Keep doing that. Enjoying that connection with your breath. Breath is so powerful, allowing you to connect in with your body, you to create that safety within your body. So important. With each breath in, I just want you to visualize a golden ball of light in your chest, in your heart. With each breath in, that glows a little bit brighter. And with each breath out, it grows a little bit bigger. Breathing in, glowing brighter. Breathing out, growing bigger. This golden ball of light is your energy. It's your soul. Existed before this physical body and it will exist. With each breath in, it breathes love into your soul. Your soul recognizes that connection that you're making. And each breath out, it grows stronger. Connection between you and who you really are. You can do this anytime you want to strengthen your connection to the essence of you. Do one last breath in and out. So breathing in that love, taking it all the way down into your belly, filling it up and up. And then out. Enjoy that sense of release. And just when you're ready, open your eyes and coming back into the here and now.
I can go to sleep now.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, so how are you doing?
I'm good. I was reading through the Word document that you sent
Yeah,
and reminding me that how brilliant I think this is. I think this is exactly where I need to start, and
brilliant. Super.
and
Good.
that's about as much as I want to start with, if you know what I mean. I want to go slowly because I think I get overwhelmed
Yeah.
if
Well,
I try to
you
get
did.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you dictate the pace,
Yeah, yeah.
it's all about I think it's all about the mindset work because you can learn the business strategy.
It's the top of my list here. Mindset is a problem.
Yeah.
Is that I think,
It's not a problem.
well,
It
it's my biggest issue because
Yeah,
I just don't believe at the
yeah.
minute. My confidence is kind of on the floor, and
Yeah. So what so you don't, so let me, it's about, okay, so all you need to do, I think, or what I would invite you to do at this point, is just commit to doing the work.
yeah,
That's it, it's not that you need to commit to to dedicate some time consistently
mm.
to doing some work on yourself.
And that's what I'm not doing. I'm just beating myself up the whole time and
Yeah, yeah,
pointing at all my feelings, my defects, my
yeah. So acceptance of where we are at.
Mm. And I don't quite know how I got here, Becky, how I got from, because
Yeah,
at one point I was a bit more confident and now I've just kind
yeah.
of plummeted. And so I need to focus on.
And how is the best way for you to sort of work on your mindset? Because so for me, the way I've grown my confidence is by being nice to actively thinking about things that I've done well and saying, I've done a really good job today, even if it was something really tiny, or I cleaned out the fridge. I was like, didn't want to do it, and I'm really proud of
Yeah,
myself. Picking a little thing to and telling yourself, talking to yourself. It's about manually, going from a manually working up here to automatically working to manually working.
yes, yeah, yeah.
I
I think
want
so. I just don't. I spend so much time wallowing in the things that I've got wrong, and I keep calling myself a failure, and that's not helpful. I talk to myself really badly.
Okay,
Um,
so I think that would be a really
good
good
point.
first step,
Starting point.
to spend, say, 5 minutes a day. And it's supposed to be very good to do either for well, as soon as you wake up or before you go to sleep, because apparently that's when your brain is very suggestive.
Receptive.
Yeah, but I would think if you can just at least once a day have, a couple of minutes, even if it's when you're brushing your teeth,
Mm.
tell yourself one thing that you did really well recently and that you're really proud of yourself. I'm really proud of myself today. Laura, you did a really good job. You got the shopping and I'm really proud that it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything business related.
I used to journal. I wonder if I should start that again.
Yeah.
I used to quite like putting things, and I used to do a little bit of meditation in the morning
Yeah.
just to get me going, kind of quiet time.
Okay. Yeah. So if you did something like a meditation, then it would be really nice to finish that off with I'm so proud of myself because I did this really well.
Mhm.
And it's just about starting to change that conversation in your
Yeah,
head.
I think so. This because I think because I'm beating myself up all the time, I'm in paralysis mode. I
Yeah.
just won't do anything, and
And
so I'm
so
stuck.
this is
I'm
very,
stuck. That's how I would describe it. I'm just stuck.
yeah. So this is very much about making it manageable. So not
Mhm.
giving yourself a massive goal, like you're not going to change your mindset overnight. But
No.
if you spend 1 minute every day for the next
Yeah.
week telling yourself you're proud of yourself because you did something, whatever it was, really well, you had a nice time with Murphy, or it doesn't matter what
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
gradually that's going to build up,
Yeah.
but keep it really, commit to, yeah, something. It's a, yeah, really takes, it
Be
takes,
more, I guess, be more mindful about, and try to be a bit, well, I'm just a bit kinder to myself, because I
yeah,
am really harsh and I'm my own worst critic. I
yeah.
guess lots of people are, but they're,
And it is actually a choice, once you get your head around the fact that, and this is something that I do still do very manually, feels
yeah,
all of the time, manually changing my thought process into, and then, the other day I was feeling a bit fed up and I thought, oh, that's really, what's,
what's going on there? Mhm.
there's a conversation going on in my head that I'm not listening to. It's
Mhm.
telling me all of, yeah, because I was worried about the next thing.
Mhm.
And I think that something that you mentioned, I don't know, a while back, I said, I think I told you, I was, I was finding it quite hard, and you said, oh, you look like you're doing really well, and I am. And the thing is that all of the time I'm doing new things and putting every
Yourself out
time,
there. Mhm.
every time you do something, I do something new, you get that same feeling back.
Yeah, yeah.
But what you do get is a, a knowledge base of, okay, well, I've done it before.
Mhm.
This is how I felt when I did this, and
Yeah,
it was all okay. So
yeah.
I know that I can do it again.
Mhm.
So you do get to kind of think, oh, okay, I can do this. I can, but you still, it doesn't go away.
I know. I
If you,
think I think you're always having to work on yourself, aren't you? It's not
yeah,
like a kind of, one thing. You've got to continually
yeah,
work on your mindset. And I think I used to do certain things, and I let all that go. And I think I need to get back to that.
yeah. So
Things that set me up and little for the day, even just to get me
yeah.
going.
Yeah, that would be really good if you could get yourself, and if you can do it daily, I mean,
Yeah,
that is, the more you do it, the better.
yeah.
If you can, so should we put that down as something
Yeah, I
you are
think
going
to
to do?
start my day on the right footing would be,
Yeah,
and do a little meditation, do a little bit of journaling,
yeah,
because I actually like writing down my thoughts, and yeah, just to get me in the right frame of mind before I get out of bed.
I think that would
Um,
be really good, Laura.
yeah, so I start my day in the right way rather than
Yeah,
waking up thinking, oh, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'll try. I'll try to do that. Make a concerted effort to do that.
yeah, brilliant.
Um, but yeah, so that my mindset is an ongoing thing, but
Yeah,
it's lately it's not been great. So I think,
okay.
and that is kind of holding me back because I'm too busy. I'm too busy talking badly to myself.
Yeah,
And
and it makes you feel like, you don't have space for anything else. It takes
yeah,
over,
exactly.
doesn't it? Doesn't it? When I know when I'm finding something difficult, it's like I can't think about anything else because I've got this thing. So
Yeah. And
it's
I'm
not.
looking at the thing that you wrote here, and I've got it up on my screen. The mindset that you said, the goal is to become confident, believe in yourself and your own value. This makes outside validation nice to have, but not essential. That's my biggest problem right now, because I'm not getting outside validation. I'm just beating myself up. So I
Yeah,
need to just stop all that, stop looking externally and looking at other people, what other people are doing.
yeah, yeah. It's absolutely nothing to do with you, what other people do. We're all so different, and so it's really great that we're going to start talking about your vision.
Yes, yes.
Because your vision, or do you know, like, because I find it quite difficult to talk about a vision, so maybe you don't, and that's great, we'll talk about it. But
Uh,
or for me, it's like it's like a feeling. It's like I've had
I've
this.
been really thinking about, since you sent me this, I've been really thinking about what did I originally have in mind
Yeah,
for this when
yeah,
I first started eight years ago. And I think for me, I moved into Surface Park. I think that I remember I used to, I don't know, you probably heard of Bluebell Gray.
Oh, I think you mentioned her, yeah.
Yeah, and she basically paints abstract watercolor florals, and from that she has gone on to not only just sell her prints, but she then sells its fabric, wallpaper, products, and she does collaborations. And there's another brand called Kelly, her name's called Kelly Ventura, and she's more a fine artist, and she does the same thing, but it's a bit more of a fine art. She starts with a painting,
Yeah.
and then it goes from there. Then she creates products from there, and I can send you the links to both of them so you can know what I'm talking about. And I remember that was what I thought I was going to do, but I didn't have the skill set. I didn't. I thought I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at painting. So then I sort of moved into more digital as a way, and I want to get back to what I originally thought. I wanted to start with art.
Brilliant.
And then progress wherever I go from there.
Yeah.
And if I need to acquire new skills to turn my art into something, then that's what I should be doing. Because I always feel kind of empty when the designs that I've had, although some of them are quite pretty and everything, and some of them start with hand, doodles and stuff. But that wasn't what I imagined. I imagined I would be doing art, and some of it would be to sell as art, and others would be to be made into products and surface art and design products.
Yeah. So you want to spend, say, I don't know, roughly at least like half of your time painting.
Well, that's the dream, but I know that's probably quite unrealistic anyway, because like they say that as soon as you turn it into a business, you spend a lot more time on the business side than you do on the creative side.
Yeah.
To get going.
Well, again, I think so. It depends on why you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
How,
I want to feel good about it, Vicky. I feel like
you need to. Does it need to be a real money making thing?
No, that's just it. I don't need to have this big, huge business.
Okay.
And I'm not. I don't think I even want that, because I'm getting on, and I don't.
So you see, I think you can really simplify it, which I think I've mentioned to you before, and spend the majority of your time painting. I think to start with.
Yes, slowly.
I think to start with, you just want to paint. I would say for the next month or something like that.
Even longer,
Yes. Just paint. That's all I want you to do.
Yeah.
But I want you to paint on real paper or
I can then.
You could at some point sell if you wanted to. That's what I want you to do. Okay. So you're not actually going to sell it at the moment. Okay.
I'm just going to try and create.
I think you want to spend at least a month creating and doing all of the lovely things that I see little snapshots of.
Yeah.
Are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the next stage would be to start doing some little videos or taking photographs at different stages of the print.
Yeah. Which I don't mind doing.
So actually photographs, videos do work really well on social media. I've done some adverts and
I get way more engagement when I'm putting videos on.
So if you can do videos, but they are a
mixture of both, I guess.
They're more kind of intrusive, aren't they? But
yes. Yeah.
If you can do, but you could take a series of pictures and then make them into a little
reel or something.
Yeah. So that would just be as good.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think start taking some pictures, and then when you've got, you could have like a little mini collection.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've done the pictures and you've got all of the photographs and or videos
ready to go,
then I would suggest that you start once to take the pressure off you.
I think that's it. The pressure. So
it's all done. It's all in the bank. It's all ready. You've got the social media platform set up. Then I would suggest that you start saying, oh, this is what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. And you could start just putting little tiny bits of video or pictures on. And then after you've done 2 or 3 weeks warm up, then you could say, oh, this is a new painting I'm working on. It's one you've already done, but you're going to tell them it's a new one. And then you can start uploading little videos of the painting and how it progresses. So you want 2 or 3
To see the
reels
stages.
of the different stages of the painting, so people can see how it goes from your concept, the bunch of flowers that you're drawing, or whatever your inspiration is, or your video of your walk up the mountain, or your color palette or anything like that. And then so you have at least, I think you need at least 3 posts about the piece, and then you put a picture on social media of the piece and say, if anybody would like to buy this, it's £30, message, comment, sold.
See, that's the thing. I don't think even that, like, I don't think I've got the confidence, because everybody will see if nobody says
well, I'll
so.
buy it if nobody else buys it.
But I just thought I could say they could DM me or something,
No, you have to do it, because then people could, because okay, so at first you might, it's going to take a little while, but maybe well, we can, you can get
we
your
can talk about that, because that was the bit that scares me. I thought, I don't want everybody knowing that nobody's been. So.
Yeah, well, we can stage it, we can make it look
How pathetic is that? It's like,
no, but we can, you and I, between us, have got lots of friends. I can get my sister to comment on it and go, oh, I really like that. Can I have one? Or we can start. It's not going to happen straight away, but it's really low infrastructure.
I like it's low touch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So then I would say, you've got your 4 paintings, and if they will look like they've sold, even if they haven't sold. Okay, make that happen between your daughters and your friends. We can make that happen. And so then that will be, that will be it. That will be, and then you can start again. Then you can, but you have a break on social media. You don't, if you wanted to maybe put some pictures up of things that you painted. But then I think you just say, oh, I'm taking a break, I'm going to be getting some more inspiration for my next collection. And so you do the whole process again, but then it takes the pressure off, because you've already done all of the work. Do you see what I mean?
Rather than painting and immediately uploading.
And then going, oh my God, I've got to do a painting for next week. And
that's the thing I don't want. I want the pressure. I want it to be quite pressure free, if that's possible. Just because I know I get very stressed, and then when you're stressed, you can't create anything, can you?
Yeah. So there's the lady Annabelle Art, who
I've been looking at her.
Yeah.
She does very well by the looks of things.
So I think she just uploads them as and when. And then there's a lady, a pottery lady, Illy Pottery, and she just she does quite a lot of stuff. She'll make loads of stuff in her studio, then she posts all about it, then she sells it on her, she's got a Shopify shop, then she puts it on Shopify, she sells it, then she closes her shop, and then she does it all again. And
that's quite a nice way of doing it, isn't it? So you're constantly on social media, you're not
and she's got a massive following. I don't know. She's got, so I think that's, so combining these 2 things, I think would really suit you really well.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like if I start slow, I'm more likely to do something, and I won't get overwhelmed.
And I think think about why. So why do you want to do this?
I think, why do I want to do it? I think partly for the enjoyment, but the only time I'm truly happy, I'm not very technical, and I find all the software stuff quite stressful and taxing, and that takes up a lot of my time. I want to get back to why I wanted to do this in the first place, which was I just wanted to lose myself in art and creation, whatever that is, and then make a small income from it, not if possible, whereas right now I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm not creating anything, and I'm not selling anything, so it
sounds like the creative side is really quite important, isn't it?
It is, because it's the only time I feel happy. if
Yeah.
that makes sense. I can totally lose myself for a few hours.
Yeah.
And I like doing stuff with my hands
Yes.
as well, as opposed to, so I think that's why I like painting.
Making
But
things.
it's just that lack of, the lack of confidence that's sort of stopped me from doing it and also pulled me in a different direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I care too much what people think. And
Yeah.
art is very subjective and anything goes. I know that. But for some reason, I feel I'm going to be judged. And that kind of.
Yeah. And so I think that, so
Because I never went to art school, I think, didn't go to art. I didn't go to art school. So, but then I see all these self-taught artists and I think,
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter at all. I mean,
so it's a confidence thing, and it's sort of, and the I want to do it for me, really, first of all, and then if anybody likes it, great. But for me, I want to get to a point where because I'm so stop and start, Becky. I'm like, 1 minute I'll spend 2 or 3 days in a row, painting and stuff and creating stuff, and then I'll do nothing for weeks. And it's that lack of consistency that is getting me nowhere.
So it sounds like the creating the art and the mindset work are the two really.
It calms me down because I'm quite a stressed person.
Yeah.
It's the thing that makes me feel good.
So what could you, for your art you're creating, so say like you're gonna spend at least a month, what's till to the end of August, where I don't know what,
yeah, that would be good.
Until the end of August, if not, and then it will only just be like we start adding in a little bit of something else, that you're going to do your art. And so what can you, I
read somewhere recently, an artist, it's quite well known, he runs courses and stuff, and he said, it was a little podcast he did, and he said, the problem with looking at stuff on the internet, social media, is that you end up copying or emulating what you're admiring. He said, so it doesn't come from you. He says you're too busy thinking it needs to look like that in order to be successful. And he says you need to turn all of that off and just be, and just don't look. In fact, he even suggested, or another artist suggested, silencing or unfollowing a whole load of artists that you admire.
Yeah.
So you don't see it in your feed. And
so thinking about, so I think if you felt for me, routine works really well. I don't know if does that work for you? Setting aside a certain
days of the week.
Yeah.
And that's why I went for a Tuesday and a Thursday, because I thought they're the 2 days that I realistically would be able to find the space to do it.
So really committing to that, and then committing to your so then I think on a daily basis, if you can do some kind of little mindset thing, and the more you can go through your day telling yourself how lovely you are, the better.
Definitely.
And so so I'd like to give you a little bit of homework.
Okay.
Think about the affirmations that resonate with you.
Okay.
Like for me, I tell myself I'm allowed, because I always have the story in my head that I'm not allowed to do X, Y, and Z. But for other people, it's, I've got permission.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allowed, it's what are the affirmations, 2 or 3 affirmations, I am safe. Like when I start to do something a bit scary, I just sit there and say, I'm safe. I tell myself I'm safe. And what I find is different people resonate, different affirmations
things
resonate with different people.
I need to tell myself I'm good enough,
right?
Because I don't. I keep telling myself I'm rubbish, and
So Alif says, you know, I approve of myself, and that doesn't quite work for me. But
Yeah.
so it's, I think it
Find
would,
something that suits you. And
yeah. So it's it's all to do with what's up here, isn't it? So if you can find a few affirmations
yeah.
that really
Mhm.
help you, like what are your core affirmations, if you like? I am enough. I am enough. It's safe for me to,
To do this.
or I'm allowed to
Whatever.
do this, or I've got permission to do this, or so I'd
And
like,
so you say that to yourself sort of every day, kind of.
yeah,
Okay.
or when I start, I try and do it. I do it when I start getting worried about something,
Okay. Okay.
you know, because the worry is the my internal voice going, you're not allowed to do this, Becky. You're not allowed to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be just, you know, invisible.
Mhm.
So, but and previously I've done it all whenever I think about it, you know,
Whenever you need it.
yeah, or maybe, you know, it's a nice way to start the day,
Mhm.
nice way to finish the day. So,
Absolutely.
so I'm going to write down 3 or 4 affirmations.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not going to give you them because I think it's
Oh,
personal.
yeah. So I just find the ones that suit me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you know, you don't need to share them with me if you don't want to.
Oh,
But it's about, yeah, so it's about tuning into who you are and what your stories are
mhm.
and what it
Yeah.
is that's going on up here that's telling you. Maybe it's I'm not an awful person. I'm a lovely person.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a lovely person. You know, it doesn't, you
Could be
know,
anything. Just something that
yeah,
resonates with you.
yeah,
Okay. I'll have a real think about that, and I'll definitely do
yeah.
that because I need to change the way I think
Mm,
about myself in order for me to do anything because
yeah, yeah,
I just procrastinate like massively.
yeah. So that there's something there that's telling you in your head that you're not allowed to be doing these kind of
Mm,
things, or you know, you're not supposed to be doing this.
yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. The resistance comes from when it goes against our survival, you know, these
I know. It's funny that your brain is such a powerful
yeah,
thing and
it
it
is
can
incredible, isn't it? But
make
the
or break you. So it's like,
problem is it doesn't update. That's, you know,
yeah,
that's the real issue, isn't it? You know,
yeah,
we get these thoughts when we're 5, 6, 10,
yeah,
14, and now we're 50 something.
yeah. It's
They're
time to
still
move on. It's time to move
we
on.
haven't had the update, so we have to do it
Exactly.
manually.
Exactly.
And I really, yeah. So if you can commit to doing a little bit of, and
Work
then
on myself.
yeah, work on yourself,
Okay.
and and whatever it is for you, you know, if you can do a little meditation and journaling first thing in the morning with a cup of
Yeah.
the
I
garden.
think it's helpful. And
Yeah,
I've got lots of little journal books around. So
yeah,
I just want to get to a place of I feel like I'm on high alert all the time. And I want to get to a place where I just start the day nice and calm
yeah,
in order for me to be able to want to sit down and do some creative
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And then I think it's interesting about what you were saying about the creative stuff. So then it's like, okay, so when you think, okay, so like next Tuesday, okay, I'm going to do some art for a couple of hours. So how do you get your inspiration? Are you going to go for a walk with Murphy? Are
Yeah.
you going to go to, maybe you're not actually going to do any art on that day. You're
I'm
going
just
to
going
go
to
to
look
an
for
art
inspiration.
gallery. You know, go to, or you're going to go somewhere that you find inspiring, or you're going to go for a walk by the sea,
Yeah.
or I think don't, you know, that how you get your inspiration and tune into your art.
Yes. And I know that even the kind of art that I want to do, I've even been thinking about that. I want to use natural materials as well. And I've been looking into that. And
Okay.
that's what I am drawn to. So
Okay. Yeah.
and I live in kind of a real nature sort of part of the
Lovely.
world. So
So
there's
maybe
lots
it's
of it.
like starting it, you know, it is starting a sketchbook. You're allowed to start a sketchbook.
Yes.
When I say you have to paint, you know, on pieces of
But
paper.
I think I should get a regular. I think you're right. I think I should even take my sketchbook out with me,
Yeah.
um, and video little bits or whatever, just for I don't know. I think because the sketchbook, you can do what you want in it,
Yeah.
and that's why I quite like them. But then I need to translate or take whatever's in the sketchbook and then put it
Yeah, at some point
into something that I could.
you do need then to
I
do
need a regular sketchbook practice. I don't have a regular one, but which I
yeah.
think I need to get into the habit of doing that. And
Yeah.
that helps flow and hopefully
Yeah,
get
and
something.
collecting leaves and nice
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, and I live in a beautiful part of the country, and there's loads of nature and loads of walks, loads of beaches, and all the rest of it. So it's I'm not deprived of
Yeah.
access to.
So when you start on Tuesday, when you start having your art time, really think about how. Oh, okay, right. So this is another thing I do. I don't know if I'm telling you too many things all at once. Sorry.
That's okay. No.
Okay. So quite often I imagine, I think I might have told you this before though. How does the most confident version of Becky feel?
All right. Okay. Yeah, I think you have told me that. Yeah.
So it's like a little meditation. So we can do it together. So close your eyes. So how does the most confident version of Laura sit? How does she hold her head? And then, how does she feel when she's feeling really super confident and just
Imagine that.
just imagine it. Imagine the most confident you've had. Everything's just going super well. Everything's just flowing and breathe that in and think, and then you might think, what's she wearing? What does super confident Laura wear? Is it a nice dress? Has she got heels on? Is she running through the field?
The woods.
How does where is she? Yeah, where is she standing? Is she outside? Is she inside? Is she on her own with the wind in her hair, or is she in an art gallery showing off her latest collection to us?
Yeah, that's really good. I know myself that I feel great when I'm outside, when I'm out in nature, and the beach is my happy place, or the river is my.
Yeah. So I do that a lot. I imagine
where you're
confident version of myself, and what happens is I think every time I do it, I then remember it a little bit in my body, and then after a while you get to imagine yourself being even more confident. I think it's all part of that. So that's a really good thing to do. I quite often do this at various points throughout the day.
Yeah.
Think about how does she, because you sit up straight, you hold your head up
sit
high,
differently.
you hold yourself differently, and it's like your body telling your brain who you are.
And because it's such, all these little tools just to get you in the right frame, definitely. And I think maybe if I just focus on like going out with my sketchbook, or just going out and picking up and just recording some of it.
Yeah.
Quite like the idea of even just doing that in my stories, just kind of chatting about what inspires me, and because I never really do that.
Anything you want to do on social media, sharing this process is going to be fabulous for actually, but if you don't want to share it at this point, I think that's fine too. So
just see how I feel.
Absolutely how you, I think, take the pressure off yourself and just think, if you fancy sharing something, do. I think, so what I was going to say is then, okay, so if Laura is the artist, Laura is the artist that she wants to be, how does she approach her next latest project? What is the process that this fabulous artist, Laura Tulloch, goes through when she does her art? So start imagining yourself as this, because you are amazing artist, and start from, that's how she does it. She takes the time, she does her research, she does her inspiration. Maybe take.
So think about how
do you see what I mean
about this?
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's because in the past, all I've ever really shown is the end product. I've
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
shown even my thought process or anything. And I think it would help me to talk about it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So you talk about it as well, but also, like do all of the research. Don't just sit on your, like you were saying, that, the chat, don't just sit on the computer and find research.
Yeah, get out.
Get out. How does like the real Laura get
Yeah.
inspired? How do you tap into your creativity?
Yeah,
You see what I
absolutely.
mean? Don't
Absolutely.
because
And I think even doing that, just going for walks and where I am, would be good for my mind as well.
yeah,
And it would fire up something, hopefully.
yeah,
You know. Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know
Start
what your homework is? So you're
my
gonna
affirmations.
find out, think about the affirmations that resonate with you. Starting your day on the right footing with a meditation and some journaling, or most days, or how you feel you can fit that in at the moment, and imagining you as the most confident version of yourself. And like I said, I quite often do that when I'm doing something that I find difficult or I don't want to do, because I've a tendency to shrink.
Yeah, me too. I
So
just cheat and then
yeah. So really helps, like when I'm driving to see my mum and dad, I'm this is how confident Becky does it.
Yeah.
All of these, yeah. And then okay, so then for your vision, the Laura creating art is the heart of your vision, isn't it?
Oh, that's where I want it to start.
You want it, and the reason you're doing it is for pure enjoyment and self-fulfillment and getting to know yourself, I think, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Just because I get pleasure out of it when I do it, and I want that to be with the starting point of everything.
Yeah.
And I think it will come across as well if I do it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Resonate with people because it comes.
Yes.
And you're not trying to make, I think we need to, almost forget about the business bit.
I think I do for now, because that's the bit that's causing me anxiety.
Yeah.
And which stops me from doing anything, stops me from creating.
I think that bit will come. You can sell your paintings, or as you do it and you become more confident and things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think if I start with the bit that I love, and then
because it's all about tuning into your intuition. And I'm learning to when I almost don't think about things too much, I just do them. It just happens. And I'm like, oh my God, that's really good. If I could just stop thinking about things.
And I know that creativity is good for mental health, and it's good for my mental health, and so I want to kind of get that across to other people, that slowing down, actually,
lovely,
being aware of what's around you and take it in, and stop kind of scrolling, really, and comparing.
Brilliant. So then start doing your art. That's it.
I feel like I've got a clear kind of starting point, and I felt very confused up until I decided to work with you. So this is good, Becky. Thank you.
Good. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
I don't think so. I think this is night. I've got a few things to do, and then just start with my art and just park the business side for now and just focus on the creation.
I think so. And if you want, just message me.
Okay. Is that okay to do that if I've got any kind of?
Absolutely, yeah. Or you can always message me, Laura. Please do.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so
much.
much.
Some pictures of your art when you start doing stuff.
I will do. But I just need a bit of, I just get guidance because I'm like floundering around. So
brilliant. It really helps, I have to say. It helps me having.
But thank you. That's been a lovely soft start, as they say.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you, Laura, and have a lovely week. And
Yeah,
let me know how you're getting on.
I will do, Becky. I will do, definitely. Thank you
Okay.
for that.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.